So that Pokemon Legends Arceus game that got announced in the Pokemon Direct or Pokemon presentation, whichever way you want to look at it, was very unexpected and we did not see this coming. And it seems like Game Freak has finally been listening to the fans and they're giving the game that pretty much I would say that everybody wants here. I'm Falcon Zero. If this is the first time on your channel, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, throw the master sword through the notification bell, and with that underway, let's talk about some Pokemon. So before we even criticize or judge and talk about the good things about this trailer, I just can't say on how excited I am for this game. I've been wanting this for so long, and I'm pretty sure all of you have been wanting this for so long too. It's an open world Pokemon game, and you can't say that there is not a resemblance of Breath of the Wild. It looks like they're getting some inspiration from that game, because when you have that opening shot there, you can't tell me that you didn't get some Breath of the Wild vibes on that. Going back and looking at the trailer, there are some rough parts of the game where the frame rate does dip pretty low in this. But again, this game is more than a year away as well. And this could be a very early beta footage of what we got to see in the game here. So I'm not going to be like holding this off like, oh, this game's going to be already garbage before it even comes out, because we still have over a year before this game comes out, you know, and Nintendo's not going to throw like a Cyberpunk and have the game not ready. When has Nintendo ever thrown a game at us? And by a first party Nintendo game too, by the way, and it was just broken. That's never happened. So I don't see this game launching like what Cyberpunk did and being broken. Nintendo is gonna make this game work, and they're gonna have the budget to make it work. It's, you know, it's Game Freak and Nintendo. They have the budget to make this game a very good game, and I really have full faith they're gonna fix these frame rates that they had in the trailer. And as of right now, this game is coming out in early 2022, so that could be anywhere probably from between January to March, maybe even April of when this game is going to be released. And remember when Breath of the Wild first got announced, there was a magic meter in one of the first trailers there, if you remember that? That got removed, and you know, it's just because games go through a development cycle and things change over time. So I have full faith that the frame rate, even the graphics, they're going to be improved over the next year, and I really don't think that Nintendo's going to release a game that's broken on this. So they have so much time to go through this, and they have the budget with Game Freak to put out a really good game. And with the Diamond and Pearl remakes coming out later this year, being developed by ICLA, not Game Freak, and I'm pretty sure it's pronounced ICLA, correct me if I'm wrong there, but it's good to see that Game Freak is not actually developing this game, because now it gives Game Freak the time and resources that they need to put into Pokemon Legends Arceus, which is good, because it's like they've been pumping out games every single year, and maybe that's why some of the graphics and quality of those games aren't what we expect, because they have so little time to work on these games in between each project. And looking on the Sword and Shield controversy here, some of the arguments were that the game just didn't look like a brand new Pokemon HD game that was taking control of the Nintendo Switch's hardware. But you know what? Sword and Shield might have been developed on the 3DS at first, or at least in early stages it was developed on the 3DS, and then they moved it over to the Nintendo Switch. You know, there's things that I think that they tried to do to take, you know, control of the Nintendo Switch horsepower, such as like the wild area. I don't know if that would have been implemented onto the 3DS, but I think that Sword and Shield really started development on the Nintendo 3DS, and it just kind of got ported over to the Switch. And sure, it's all HD and it looks good on that matter of fact, but I was like, it's not taking control of the Switch's horsepower, which I think this Pokemon Legends Arceus, this is a game that it was actually fully developed on the Nintendo Switch, and that's why it also looks so vastly different, and this looks like the direction of what Pokemon is probably going to go in the future, or at least hopefully. I would also love to know what your thoughts are on this game though too. Are you going to be picking up Pokemon Legends Arceus? What are your thoughts on the game? Leave them in the comments below. If you like this video, please smash that like button, as it really does help out. Subscribe if you're not already. Hit the notification bell to stay up to date with more videos like this. And as always, everyone of YouTube, show me your moves.